What's going on, guys? Welcome to this week's video. My name is Eric Fabers and I am an Olympic shot put thrower.
Damn, Tune, you made this?
Thank you guys so much for tuning into this week's video. I got some great news for you guys. So it's been 2 weeks since I posted, and the last time I posted, I was in Ireland. I was competing at the national championship, and I won the national championship. And then, I think it was the Monday, I decided to fly back to the States because I had PowerFest on that Friday. So it was a very short week. I flew back from Ireland on Monday, landed the afternoon, stayed at my brother's place on Monday night, traveled back up to Pennsylvania, and then I had to get ready for a competition in, I think it was like 3 or 4 days. So it was a very quick turnaround. It was hard for me to get a video out because I was preparing for a meet. And I knew I had to lock down and really just focus on the meet itself. And whenever it's a burden for me of posting, like, hopefully you guys are with me, and like every 2 weeks or whatever, I'm going to try my best to give you guys every single Friday. But if not, just hold tight, because no matter what, it's going to be at least 2 weeks. But yeah, thank you guys so much for sticking around and watching these videos, because right now my time is divided from throwing, work, also with social media, that is like creating shorts and stuff like that. But you guys are still with me with the long form content, and it's like I feel like it's a personal level. I get to just sit here and talk to you guys. So like I said, I came I left Ireland on that Monday. I came to Pennsylvania, and I had a competition on the Friday night. So I had to adjust my time schedule, get into like a good routine with throwing, and yeah. So moving into the meet, my mentality was to focus on staying present and just like stay present the whole competition. I remember reading a book from Mind Gym, and it was just so. Mind Gym is a really, really good book. If you guys are young athletes, I highly recommend it. My college teammate, Joshua Awatunde, which he just won nationals, but he was my college teammate, and he told me to read this book my freshman year of college, and it literally changed my life. And I just remembered this one section of Alex Rodriguez. So it was him coming off his best season yet. I think he was a rookie, and he was like, had incredible numbers hitting, just like in the infield. He was an all-star. And there was a sports psychologist guy that came up to him and was like, yo, so what is your goals for the following year? He said that I want to have a full game in the present moment. And hearing that is like crazy, because especially when you're younger, you kind of just get stuck in like numbers, especially in baseball. But hearing him say that, it's like, I just want to be present each at bat, each time he steps onto the field, and like leaves like the last at bat, where it was, and just like attacks each opportunity as it comes. And I remember just reading that chapter, and like I knew I had a number in mind. Well, because rewind, for the World Championships, you had to throw a certain distance in order to be eligible to get selected. And I had this number above my head, and it was 2040. And everybody's asking me, like, oh, how are you doing for the World Championships? Like, how are you feeling? Like, blah, blah, blah. And I knew that I was well capable of throwing that distance. And especially for me, if I hear a certain distance, I tend to tighten up and really just focus on the wrong things. I try to just do too much instead of just letting it happen. And that's what brought back to like that A-Rod quote of like, I want to stay present the whole game. And that's exactly what I try to do for PowerFest. And yeah, I mean, it was incredible. So my first round throw, I fouled it. I was like spinning all around, just nerves getting it out of my system. My second throw, I threw 1960, which was a decent throw. I felt very in control, and it just was like putting me back into the competition. And then the third throw, I just kind of said the same exact thing. Just like trust yourself, just focus on the things, like the task at hand. Forget about the results, forget about everybody else in the competition, and I just kind of like executed my technique and that belief in myself and stayed present, and I was actually able to hit the B standard for the World Championships. I don't know, like the video that I'm going to break down later doesn't really show like the emotions that kind of hit me, because it finally felt like, not that I went anywhere or anything. It just felt like just weight has been lifted off of my shoulders. Like I stayed present. I was in the competition instead of like, say a couple of competitions before, if I hit a good mark, I then try to tighten up and I want more. For any athlete, that is very, very common. But this, it just felt, it felt amazing. I mean, especially because like my family came and they surprised me before. I had a lot of support. A lot of my support system was there, and it just felt right. And to like hit that mark and to be eligible to qualify now for the World Championships, I just remember sitting there like, I mean, probably a tear coming down, and I just felt like I was melting. Unfortunately, after the fourth round, like I was really, really feeling it, and just like that number, just me throwing it, I just was like, oh my God. My mind was just, everywhere, which, especially if that you had that goal in mind for the whole season and eligible, because like even during the indoor season, if you guys remember a video, I think I was like 3 centimeters away from the B standard, so that's why I didn't go to the indoor European Championships. And like to get it on that throw, just it felt amazing. So yeah, I was not present the fourth round. I just, emotions and everything. The fifth round, I came back and threw like another throw over 20 meters. It was like 2018. And then the last throw kind of tightened up a bit and then just kind of fouled out the front. But yeah, PowerFest was a huge success. Thank you for my friends and family for coming out and supporting me. It definitely feels special, especially when you have that support system coming out and yeah, just like showing the support. So it definitely helped out. It was a home field advantage. It was under the lights, and it was a step forward. So now I'm going to be breaking down my technique and showing you guys what I'm going to be doing moving forward. So yeah, that was a long-winded update, but yeah, stay tuned for what I was doing in the meet and what I'll continue to do moving forward. Hey. Okay. So first starting out, I honestly did not know how far this throw went. Yeah, I thought it was more of like 2020. But I remember walking over here and then talking to Luke, my other teammate, and him just saying that it's deep. And then, yeah, him saying the numbers, and I was like, holy hell, what are the odds? But this day, I remember, if you guys watched my other videos of me breaking down my technique, I really wanted to stay level with that right arm, just like a good tempo. It's like a bit slower out the back of the circle. So staying level, a bit slower, make sure that I'm getting over my right out the back of the circle. So that, and then wrapping up in the middle. So once I came back from Ireland, actually when I sent Dane my videos of nationals, he was saying my timing off my right foot was a bit slow. So I really wasn't getting the drive that I need in order to throw far. So it just kind of was like the tempo wasn't there. So this whole week at practice, I really was focusing on loading out the back of the circle, and really it's like my right to right speed. So what I mean by right to right is if you see this right foot, like the faster I get on it, the faster I can get it down in the front. So like that speed, so I can catch the shot put down and back like this position. Because if you catch a shot put back like this, you can just apply force all day. And it makes throwing the shot put so much easier. So I really just was focusing on staying level, wrapping up in the middle of the circle, and speeding up this right to right speed. So what I need to do better is not over rotating. You see, I need to stop this right foot. You see how it just kind of goes. So the practice is now I'm making sure that I'm trying to get off when I see this right sector line. So a little bit earlier, so I could just get a better push. But it's still really, really good, me catching it back, patient, and I'm allowing myself to hit these great positions. So I'm just kind of adding to what I've been doing these last couple of weeks. And if you guys have watched these videos, like I explain exactly what I'm trying to do. And that portion of the right to right speed is just another thing that I was working on during the off season. So it comes full circle. And then, yeah. So this is a great position. And then work in the shot. And it just goes up. Great height. And smack that thing. So moving forward, I'm just going to continue to do the same thing. Making sure that this right arm stays level. Me reaching right with a slower tempo, because if I go too fast out the back of the circle, I blow through positions and it makes throwing shot put a lot harder. So staying level, that right to right speed. When I see this left sector line, make sure that I'm getting off of it, wrapping up, and then catching the shot put back. And just then allowing the force and allowing the shot put to go far, because I'm developing so much power here. And now it's just time to let it rip, some say. So I'm excited to keep on pushing forward. And yeah, stay tuned for an update. So to give you guys an update, I don't know if I'm qualified for the World Championships because the qualifying period is still open. So the qualifying period ends the 24th. So I have one more competition, a home meet at Garage Strength on the Saturday prior. So I feel confident. I feel confident in my movement. I feel confident in myself. So I'm just going to take advantage of that opportunity and think the same exact thing that I was going into with PowerFest. Getting together with my coach and just really focusing on the technique, all the results and everything, get that out of my mind, the distance, like get that out of my mind. Just focus on the task at hand, because if I know that I execute that, I know that if I stay present, that the sky's the limit, because I am capable and I'm just getting started. So I know a lot of you guys' seasons are over, but I feel like I'm just getting started and I feel ready and I feel right. So if you guys like the video, please smash that like button. Let me know what you guys want to see in the comments, and I'll see you guys shortly. See ya!